Well, my point is that I think sometimes we discuss, and I mean, most of the coverage was about how Donald Trump is racist, so therefore she was right to say so. We actually perhaps ought to think more about the way he is deliberately using, and others might deliberately use, language to try to influence the mind of some voters. Not only that Trump himself is racist, but that he is tactically working to influence his viewers.
That isn't the story, though, is it? The story is about somebody who works for the BBC within the guidelines presented by the BBC, presenting a point of view or a perspective, a vista that the BBC at first thought, after a complaint, was overstepping the mark. Then, after, and I'm telling you, thousands of complaints, many of which from the staff here, then you had an intervention from Jeremy Corbyn, you had an intervention from Jon Snow, you had an intervention also from the Chancellor of the Exchequer. The Director General comes in and says, this is wrong. This decision that the high-reaching, high overarching team of executives paid millions of pounds arrived at was wrong. It suggests perhaps there's a challenge within the system, no?
Yeah, it absolutely does. And I'm obviously in support of those who stood up for NAGA and glad that the BBC has overturned the decision. What I'm saying is that actually perhaps we, in talking about Donald Trump and those like him, should think even more about how their rhetoric is influencing the public.
Well, I don't think we have to look at. I mean, I take your point now, and I understand it, Grace, in a way that I didn't before, because I'm suffering a little bit. But thank you for making. I don't think we have to look to America anymore. If I'm honest, and we tread carefully here, I don't think we have to look to America for the kind of rhetoric. I think we're copying, our political leaders are copying what happened in America. It's worked for him. And I think this kind of combative, no backward step, no apologising, no weakness, political kind
I go down to the drive now, man.
I think that's what we saw last week. That's why they got scared in the House of Commons. And that's what people are worried about translating to the general public. I think if you want to do that journey, I don't know. I think we're already there. I don't think we have to look over there to see. I think it's here. But maybe I'm wrong, and I'd love to continue that conversation with you. 0800 731 2000. Text 81333. Start your message with the word London. So we've been talking politics. We've been talking what Black History Month means to you.
And people take slow to a different level.
Anti-Semitism in the Labour Party, Islamophobia in the Conservative Party. Happy to have any of those conversations with you. But as I said, one of the things I'm really happy that we've started doing more of is following through on conversations that we've started, because we get all sorts of experts on here who say this and they say that, and then we can follow it through. I enjoyed talking to Dr. Zahira Hart last week. She's a senior lecturer in journalism at City University of London, and made all sorts of threats to me about how her lesson next week or this week was all going to be about the BBC, because the BBC was wrong. Well, you were right as it turned out.
It's a very welcome decision. So you could sense that now I have a kind of like a cycle. The circle has closed for me.
You've got an enormous head, is what you've got.
Yes. So, but again, there's something that has come out from the overruling of this decision that raises major questions of the ability of the BBC to enforce its impartiality guidelines in the future. And the fact that after the Guardian leaked the copy of the complaint, which basically involved the co-host of NAGA, which was not part of the decision, it raises questions.
That's the bit of it that's really worrying.
Yeah, on what basis the decision actually targeted NAGA and not included the co-hosts on the show, and that is, I think, one of the major issues that the BBC complaint unit and the executive committee, BBC board, needs to deal with.
Do you think Because you're right, there was an implication that, because I asked, you and I talked about it, that Dan, how comes Dan isn't featuring in this? Because he's the one who turned her into a guest. And the implication was that the complaint was about her. And now it's been leaked. We know that was nonsense. How does that speak to how issues of race? I mean, I'm starting talking about the BBC, but actually I do want to develop this into a conversation about how uncomfortable race and religion have become within our society, or have always been. How does that speak to the committee, the person who spoke? What's your feeling from that?
It just, you know, I don't want to dig in the basically unknown, but for me it would be either related to unconscious bias in a way.
I felt that.
Blindness to certain aspects, that it's easier to target women and women from ethnic background, black women, and that is a huge concern for me. A huge concern that it actually is taking place in an organization like the BBC.